Now, if only there was something I could make with sugar, flour, and apples. Hi guys, here I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt to 2.5 cups of flour, followed by 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. This is for the dough that will make the pie crust. It's best to keep the cubed butter in the freezer 10 minutes prior to being placed in the mixture. So we should be mixing this butter up really good with the flour and the salt. So this is half a cup of ice cold water, but don't pour it in all at the same time. We could add just half, start mixing, and then add the other half within like 2 minutes of mixing this. Mix it up like a minute more, and then this is when we're gonna get in with our hands. So get ready to get dirty.
Sweating yet?
Not yet. This is what your finished product should look like. Cover it in plastic wrap and then place it in the refrigerator for 1 hour. While the dough for the pie crust is being chilled for an hour, we're going to start with the pie filling. Red Delicious apples are the apples that I'm going to use for this pie filling. The thing is, Red Delicious apples aren't recommended because they don't cook as well as other apples. So based off your taste, you should research apples and what type of taste they'll put in the pie filling, such as Fuji apples will give you a sweet and tart feeling. So I have my 6 Red Delicious apples peeled, and now I'm just going to add 3/4 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now we mix everything together. And remember that fact I mentioned that the Red Delicious apples don't cook as well as other apples would. So because of this, I want to put this on the heat for at least a good 10 minutes. And this is also the last 10 minutes that our dough is chilling. So we'll get everything together afterwards. And right now we're going to cut this in half because one half of the crust is to cover and one is for the actual sheet. Now we're going to start rolling the 2 halves of the dough together. I don't have a rolling pin, so we got to do it Bronx style and use a wine bottle. Ready? As you can see, we ain't that classy because that wine bottle's empty. This is water. That's long gone.
Long gone.
So you see, it still does the trick. We're still making pie crust. We're still getting that circle. You see how beautiful it's coming? You see that?
Yeah.
We even see the butter still within the dough. So that should give us a nice, crispy, flaky, buttery crust. For all you Mr. McDonald's, make your own apple pie. Let's get it. See this? If I could do it, you could do it.
And that's a fact. Wow, that's really spreading.
Right. Now, our crust should be finished. And this is for the bottom. So I'm going to just get the pan. I'm going to gently place it right on the slowly. Just to go all around. Whatever's coming out, you could just rip the side. We would not require that. Now that we've put the layer that goes on the sheet, and then before I get working on the top crust, I'm going to go preheat my oven. And you can see that I already heated this up perfectly, and it's like a nice cream going on. That's a feeling that I wanted. Because you already know red delicious apples don't cook so well, so this is why we pre-cook them before they head into the pie crust. So we set it for 375. Now we just let that preheat. And we're going to put the pie filling right into the dough we just placed on the sheet.
Spread it out so everyone gets a lot of apples.
We put the top layer. We're basically taking all the excess dough from the sides, just like we did the bottom half. Now we're going to pinch everything together. We just need to make an egg wash, so that requires, just like in the name, 1 egg, and then some form of liquid. So right now we have almond milk, so that's what we're going to use, just a tablespoon. And then we just mix that together. Basically, you know, a lot of people use paper towels or brushes, so we'll just use a paper towel so you guys can see how the egg wash goes right onto the pie. Gotta cut some lines right into the pie in order for it to breathe correctly and cook through. And then we sprinkle it with 1 tablespoon of sugar just throughout the entire pie. Ta-da! Now that the pie is completely set up, we're going to put it in the oven that has been preheated at 375 for 60 minutes. It's officially been 1 whole hour since we put the pie in the oven, and boom, it's done. Beautiful, right?
Please let it cool down before you burn yourself like someone. Now to taste the pie. Oh my god, very flaky. This looks really good. Oops.
Wow, delicious, I hope. Let's see.
Mukbang. Very good. Thank you for watching and stay safe.